Yu-Gi-Oh is such an interesting game as a whole. I think one of the things that keeps me going is just the constant thrill of where it's going to go in the future. And we're going to talk about a little bit of the future of Yu-Gi-Oh, some interesting things that I've heard through the grapevine, and we'll have to go from there. So kick back, and we're going to touch on some interesting shit. So the other day, Alpha Investments, if you guys don't know Rudy, I actually fucking really love his channel. Like, watching it earlier, a couple years back, when he was starting, kind of gave me inspiration to continue on with my own style. So I do have to say kudos to the man. He knows how to talk. But he was bringing up a topic about Gamestop and Gamestop hosting Magic tournaments. And he brought up some really good points about these tournaments potentially being Pokemon and maybe even Yu-Gi-Oh and other trading card games. And if you guys remember back in the old days, Toys R Us, that's right, the titan that we don't know if it's going to get bought out by this big wealthy investor or what, or if it's just gone forever. But at the end of the day, Toys R Us used to support Yu-Gi-Oh for the little kids. It was a driving force to bringing the little tykes into the game. Now, a lot of you guys might not remember, what was it, the Yu-Gi-Oh World Championship video games, and the things that Toys R Us did. I think we even had, Ojama, little Battle City tournaments for you to get the tokens. I think there were Starships also back in the day, but there were pretty big global scale events dedicated to children. Now, there hasn't been anything like that majorly because, well, Toys R Us is kaput. And I think it's been a few years since Konami has worked with Toys R Us to do anything. I don't remember when the last time was for anything like that, but with the potential for GameStop to do tournaments here. Now, this does take away from LGS's. I already all know the argument for what's coming here, but you have to see it this way. You have a chance for new blood to come into the game. And I already know the one comment that's going to be fucking down in my goddamn comments section. I can't wait to rip off the little kids and make all the fucking free money. Got to get their valuable cards from them before they damage them themselves, because the little 12-year-old doesn't know. No, stop that. Alright, like, I hate to, like, be that guy that makes that comment, because I know someone else is going to make it, but that's not the case. Like, it shouldn't be the mentality towards this. You know, there's always somebody out there that fucking wants to fucking get their grubby hands on your shit and fucking make a dime off of it. There's always somebody out there. But here's the thing. New blood in the game is very important. And I've already done a video. We were talking about how the entry level for Yu-Gi-Oh was so damn high. For those of you that haven't caught on, I started the point about GameStop, new blood, Toys R Us dying, kind of bringing you up to speed here on where this discussion is going. So there is a void to fill this with new players. And in the discussion, point 3 here, Yu-Gi-Oh entries point is so damn high. Now, with the format that has been as great as what we've been having right now, oh, it's great. You can literally pick up anything and go. I heard very positive comments in the video from a lot of people talking about how their friends picked up, you know, a Lightsworn structure deck and then just gradually over time started picking up format staples. That's actually the way that you should be approaching the game. Stay within your budget, stay within your confines. I'm sorry you can't play the best deck out there. I'm sorry you can't afford Ash Blossoms at the moment. It's very inconvenient, or inconveniente. It's my Discord word of the week. Sorry it's inconvenient that you don't have the ability to get these cards, and it sucks. But if you want to play the game of Yu-Gi-Oh, you stay within your confines, you do what you can do because you want to play it. If not, you don't play. It's pretty simple. But because this entry point is so high, little Timmy, or whoever the hell it is, the little kid that wants to come in and play the game, has to have some means to do it. And I think they've been doing an okay job with releasing these demo decks, but if you have something like GameStop, I can't believe I'm about to fucking advocate GameStop being a good idea to run tournaments. I think it's a good idea for GameStops to quite possibly consider teaming up with these stores, because there's so many GameStops across the world. Across the United States. Let's be absolutely real. I have fucking like 4 around me. Like, just because you don't agree with the prices and the rollback, and there's always the joke, you know, you buy X video game from them for $60, you bring it back, they're going to pay you 10. Like, sure, like, we all know the memes. But in terms of a sustainable TCG equivalent, it's not a terrible ass idea. They have some of the stores are kind of small. Some of them are actually pretty big, you know. But whether or not they put age limits on these things, because you already know every Yu-Gi-Oh player out there is a grown-ass man in his fucking late 20s. That's right. I don't care if you're in high school right now. You're a grown-ass man in his 20s. So, thing is, every Yu-Gi-Oh player is a grown-ass old man. So, I think there would have to be some sort of restrictions on it. But, you know, the first wave of these events, they might not succeed. They might not fire. And this is all hypothetical if this even happens. I'm not saying that this is 100% a thing, but it's a good idea. Now, there's the flip side of the equation. Ho, ho, ho. Will the local tournament scene suffer from this? Well, here's the thing. Most locals that I have seen in the encompassing area, 2 to 3 hours out, are only polling anywhere from 10 to 20, 25 people. 25 is pretty goddamn good for the Midwest. Let's be real here. You know, just because it's raining outside and shit like that doesn't mean whatnot. But a lot of these locals, I think for the events I've been to for the new players, like, it's kind of low for the youngsters. Like, Dragon Duel was a great step in the right direction, but you have to ask yourself, what more can we do? And especially if you have Magic and Pokemon over here, like, it's good to do. Why would Konami not consider joining in on this train? You know, I've already heard things about how my local GameStop over here, they're talking about once a month holding a Pokemon event or a Yu-Gi-Oh event or something to that extent to kind of promote the games. And I think that's excellent, but Konami, come on now. Your game's not dying. Your game is... I think flatlining is the appropriate term, but flatlining usually means dead, which Yu-Gi-Oh's not dead. There's still very many, very, very, very good loyal old customers still coming into the game. You know, you still have... Duel Links is doing wonderful for you. You know, there, I'm clapping for you. You're doing great. But you have... Actually, also, the fact that stores now have the ability to get OTS at no cost. Konami's really revolutionized I would say the tournament support that they've been giving as of late. The Lost Art promotion was fucking great, man. Like, that was... Konami, keep that shit up. You're really doing good for the stores. Not as great as it could be, but, you know, you're getting better. You're learning, you know. Only took you, like, 10 years. 2009 Konami took over, right? So, oh no, it'd been 9 years. It's taking you 9 years. Alright? You're getting there. Another 10, you might have it down. If Yu-Gi-Oh's still around in 10 years. But you have the tools, you have the communication. I don't know why you don't... When you look at the marketing behind it, I think sometimes Konami thinks we're Japan, and the systems that work in Japan, they won't work here. And you'll slowly start to realize that the more you get into this game. If it works in Japan, it probably doesn't work in America. But, moral of the story, there's an excellent venue out there. A very good chance to recruit, even entice new players to want to play the game. I mean, age restrictions would be a good thing. Trust me on that. I think that would be a very good thing. But you have a means to promote, and that's a good thing. Trust me on this. In the end, it might hurt locals. Actually, in this sense, I think it helps locals a little bit, honestly. The ability for locals to get more players, even if they're the youngsters, you know, like, even if GameStop does something and there's locals on a Thursday night, you know, like, they still have the ability to attend it. You know, communication, things like this, these, you know, work with the LGS stores in the area. Fuck, man, I like that idea a lot. I like the fact that if the GameStop wants to do something, they can partner with the game stores in the area, promote these things. It's a win-win for both situations. I don't see how you really lose on these things, but I'm sure there's a will, there's definitely a fucking way to lose. So just some interesting food for thought there. What do you guys think? Is Yu-Gi-Oh dying? We ask this like every other video. No, Yu-Gi-Oh's not fucking dying. Game's doing fine. I see new people every fucking regional I go to, and it's actually amazing just how much new blood comes into this game. But please feel free to tell me how much I am fucking full of shit, because I am, because I'm fat. Alright, see you guys later. Peace.
The ride never ends, guys. Make sure you enable those notifications to get the latest videos that are being posted on this channel. Make sure you guys check out VanCole40 for my Cardfight Vanguard channel, and join me and House of Champions on the Zodiac Duelist TV Twitch stream. We'll be interacting with our audiences. And please check out No Limit Gaming and LGTCG.com for the cheapest trading cards on the market. Thanks for watching, guys, and please have a good day.